Burna Boy moko dada no sa time when tie kasa ena Black deka enum ya Black bebo wiase bia enye ne bia o make sika bia o DSP ne so he's not making nothing. O here ni no nam ho oni ne ho hwe me obi anda da se Black Oscar oni ne ho hwe me nam 37 mba mo se Black car says kwan no ho na me twa mu boko because me gina my yawa me gina ferry beton so for me to respect Black me twa mu koi enye fe. Because me your Black Odi and say your Black they compare him to Asekemo because Black Oni Asekemo ne buy in a Aseke life. Why is Aseke living a good presidential life and Black is out here doing concerts? Black is about now down where you go down California. Cause the same lifestyle Aseke is that the same lifestyle Black has to live. Why is Black sitting in East Legon suffering?
What does it take for a boy from the dusty streets of Konongo to shake the entire music world? For Black Sherif, the road to global fame wasn't smooth. It was filled with loneliness, doubt, heartbreak, battles with the system, and a spirituality that kept him grounded when everything seemed lost. Today, on OMGTribe, we dive into the untold sacrifices behind Black Sherif's meteoric rise. Stay with us because what you're about to hear will change the way you see this superstar forever. Black Sherif, born Mohammed Ismail Sherif Kwaku Frimpong on January 9, 2002, grew up in Konongo, a small mining town in Ghana's Ashanti region. Life wasn't rosy. His parents lived abroad, working hard to provide, but this meant Sherif spent most of his childhood with relatives. That physical distance left him with a deep sense of loneliness, a void he later poured into his music. As a boy, he was quiet, observant, and deeply spiritual. He attended Kumasi Academy, where his love for music blossomed. Initially, he danced and rapped for fun, but soon he discovered that storytelling through music was his true gift. In an environment where many young people struggled with unemployment and hopelessness, Sherif turned to music not just as a dream, but as survival. Unlike many who copied the trending style, Black Sherif fused trap, high life, reggae, and drill. At first, people didn't understand him. His sound was raw, emotional, and different. But in 2019, he dropped Cry For Me, his first major attempt that gained attention online. Then in 2020, Money went viral, becoming an anthem for the hustlers. The song reflected the struggles of youth trying to break free from poverty. This was when fans realized he wasn't just another artist, he was the voice of a generation. 2021 was the year everything changed. Sherif released the first sermon, a raw freestyle that spread like wildfire. But it was the second sermon that truly made him a household name. The pain, the hunger, the references to spirituality and street struggles, it resonated deeply. And when Nigerian superstar Burna Boy jumped on the remix, Sherif became an African sensation overnight. This wasn't luck. It was years of sacrifice, sleepless nights, and refusing to bend his sound to fit the mainstream. In 2022, Sherif dropped Kwaku The Traveller with its haunting line, "Of course I fucked up. Who never fucked up?" Hands in the air. The song went global. It topped charts in Nigeria, Ghana, and beyond, becoming the most Shazam song in the world at one point. Suddenly, Sherif was no longer just a Ghanaian star. He was Africa's new export. But even then, the sacrifices continued. He was still navigating legal disputes with his former management, proving that success always comes with hidden battles. Later that year, Sherif released his debut album, The Villain I Never Was. Tracks like Soja, 45, Oil in My Head, and Konongo Zongo reflected his personal journey. The album didn't just break records, it showed growth, maturity, and a deeper spiritual side. He sang about faith, destiny, inner battles, and resilience. It became clear that Sherif wasn't just entertaining, he was healing people with his truth. The world took notice. In 2023, he was crowned Artiste of the Year at the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, an achievement many never thought possible for a newcomer. He also won multiple international nominations and performed on stages like Afro Nation, Wireless Festival in the UK, and more. Sherif had arrived. Behind the lights, fame, and awards lies a story of pain and sacrifice. Black Sherif's success didn't come cheaply. He paid a heavy price for every milestone. 1. Loneliness from growing up without parents. Sherif's parents lived abroad for much of his childhood, leaving him in Konongo. This separation created a sense of emptiness. Imagine being the boy with dreams, but no parents around to guide you daily. That loneliness shaped his music, giving it depth and emotion. In songs like Konongo, Zongo, and Soja, you can hear the echoes of that isolation. 2. The pain of losing his girlfriend, Clementina. Perhaps one of the deepest wounds Sherif carries is the loss of his high school girlfriend, Clementina Kunadu. She tragically passed away in 2017, while they were both at Kumasi Academy.
My first girlfriend I gave for SHS, she died. She died. Then we did school, some sickness broke out on our school. She died 5th December 2017. That was my first girlfriend. It was crazy. That was the first time I cried about someone dying. Because then I know one cry, but then they come.
This heartbreak scarred him for life and inspired the emotional song "Oh Paradise" on his debut album. In that song, Sherif cries out to Clementina, showing the world that behind his tough exterior is a young man who has known love, grief, and pain. Her memory continues to live in his music. Industry doubts and rejection. In the beginning, industry players said his sound was too street and too different. Ghana's mainstream leaned heavily towards Afrobeats and hip life, but Sherif brought drill, reggae, and trap into the mix. Many promoters ignored him, yet he sacrificed popularity for authenticity, sticking with his sound until the world caught up. Legal battles and career threats. At the height of his rise, Sherif was sued by his former management over contract disputes. For a young artist still finding his feet, this was a huge burden. It risked derailing his career before it fully took off. But he endured, focused on the bigger picture, and allowed his music, not controversies, to speak for him. Pressure of fame at a young age. Becoming a global star at just 20 years old isn't easy. Suddenly, Sherif was carrying the expectations of millions. He had to mature quickly, balancing business deals, global tours, and personal growth. Every move he made was watched, every mistake magnified. It was a sacrifice of youth, trading a normal life for one under constant public scrutiny. Spiritual and emotional battles. Sherif has always spoken about his connection with God and destiny. But being spiritual also means constantly battling doubt, fear, and inner demons. He admits in songs like Soja and 45 that he wrestles with anxiety, trust issues, and the weight of responsibility. His sacrifice wasn't just physical, it was spiritual. These sacrifices, the loneliness, the heartbreak of losing Clementina, industry doubts, legal wars, fame pressure, and emotional battles, are the unseen cost of Black Sherif's success. They are the hidden chapters that make his story even more inspiring. From Konongo to conquering the world, Black Sherif's journey is living proof that sacrifice, faith, and authenticity can break any barrier. But here's the question. Do you think Black Sherif is the future of African music, or is his best yet to come? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to OMGTribe for more untold stories behind Africa's biggest stars.